Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from HealthyWildandFree.com. Today I want to talk to you about subliminal advertising and how large mega food corporations such as McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and many other fast food, junk food, and just a huge array of companies use subliminal advertising to convince you that if you eat their food or drink their drinks, you're going to have sex more often and your sexual partners will be better looking. It's fucking hilarious. So the reason I'm making this video today is to share with you some examples of that so you can see through it and kind of like decode the matrix like a ninja and understand what's really going on here and understand what tactics and marketing and advertising methods they're using to kind of get into your subconscious mind and convince you of things that are completely ridiculous. So I know most of you that watch my videos and subscribe to this channel don't eat junk food or fast food or drink soda and that kind of thing, but it's important to be aware of and understand these different principles because you know, you watch TV, you listen to the radio, you see billboards, all these different things are subliminal, and the better they are at subliminal advertising, the easier you're roped in, whether it's for fast food, junk food, soda, candy, or anything else in life. You know, I mean, subliminal advertising used throughout media in general. So a big part of the matrix is kind of decoding the hidden messages and decoding the connections that aren't necessarily obvious, but are there. And when you see those connections, it helps you understand and make better, more aware, awake, and conscious decisions. So the reason I'm creating this video is to show you, like I said, examples of subliminal advertising within junk food, fast food, and all these different types of companies to show you examples. And I'll just give you a few quick, brief examples that I'm sure any one of us can think of off the top of our heads. So, for example, if you watch TV and you see a commercial for McDonald's, I'm sure you've noticed that everyone, literally everyone in the McDonald's commercials is pretty good looking. Like, they're in shape, they're fit, they have a good smile, great teeth, great hair, great skin. I mean, they're like, you know, your regular like models for Sears or Kohl's, kind of like your, you know, I don't know, like your people that model, I don't know, they just don't look like people that eat McDonald's. But then when you walk into a McDonald's or you drive past a McDonald's and you see people walking in and out, in my case, because I don't go to McDonald's, you see a very different picture. So that's just one example, you know, fast food, McDonald's, Burger King, all these places. The people that are eating fast food are not healthy and are not, in my opinion, and there's probably, could be science to back this, but are probably not as healthy and sexually active as the general population in general. Or if they are, it's just horrible, like, you know, greasy, genetically modified sex or some sort of weird thing going on there. I really don't know. But regardless, what I'm saying is, there's a lot of bullshit there. The next example is Coca-Cola. It's really interesting because as I was doing some research and I gathered maybe about 10 or 15 images that I'll show you at the very end of this video. So make sure to watch this video to the very end to see that because you're going to laugh your ass off and you're going to have a good time watching, seeing those images and kind of understanding it. Coca-Cola, always, you know, their slogan is open happiness, right? And when they show people drink Coca-Cola, they're always happy. It's usually like a guy and a girl on a boat in like the ocean, and it's like a big like cocaine dealing type boat, and they're like, yeah, Coca-Cola, and it's always like the glass bottle, so it feels like healthier or whatever. And you know, it's like they're happy and they're like sexually active on a boat somewhere, and you know, in the middle of the ocean, you know, and it's like, and it's ridiculous because you know, no one drinks Coke and is more sexually active. No one eats McDonald's and is more sexually active. No one drinks Coke and eats McDonald's and has better looking sexual partners. There's no correlation whatsoever at all. So, I mean, it's kind of funny. I can just see like the newspaper headlines now, like me quoting that, like, David Benjamin says Coca-Cola has never gotten him sex, ... ever. You know, because I've never had more sex or better sex because of Coca-Cola or McDonald's. And why am I rambling about this? Why is this even important? Like I said, subliminal advertising and marketing, it penetrates your subconscious mind. So even if you don't drink Coca-Cola or eat McDonald's, understanding how and why these principles work to influence you and influence your thoughts, your beliefs, and your decisions is very important because not only in food and drinks and what you consume is it relevant to your life, but in other decisions in your life, financial decisions. The government, you know, media in general. There's a lot of lies and miscommunication or a lot of misinformation promoted continuously, and you're roped into it and you believe it because they use subliminal advertising or some subliminal messages or neuro-linguistic programming, or they're doing something to convince you of something. So it's important to become more aware and awake, and this is sort of a mindfulness practice, is becoming more aware and awake when you see or hear commercials or see advertising, to just be able to decode and sense and smell the bullshit, because there's a lot of it out there. So it's important. Come on. So basically, I'm going to show you these images, but before I show those images, I want to share with you how you can sort of detox and remove these scenarios or these subliminal messages from your life. First things first, if you do watch TV, and I actually recently just canceled my cable to A, save money, and B, because I barely watch it, and C, to just ignore all the BS going on in the world, all the marketing and advertising and lies and rumors and reality TV, and I don't really watch it anyway. I usually just watch Netflix or documentaries. But what's important is that if you do watch TV, I highly recommend just muting the commercials or fast-forwarding the commercials. If you mute the commercials and don't pay attention to the commercials whatsoever, excuse me, I'm mumbling, you can completely ignore and kind of erase and opt out of that in your life. And I think it's important to opt out of advertising and media and these different things at times, and especially when it's advertising, because I've seen so many pharmaceutical commercials for fast food places, soda, junk food, candy, snacks, and it's just, there's so much BS, it's incredible. So you have to just continuously ignore advertising and pay attention to information and content and research. And that's what's really going to educate you and bring awareness into your life and help you make better, healthier, more conscious decisions. So this is kind of a practice in understanding consciousness and understanding awareness and mindfulness, because the more aware, mindful, and conscious you are, the better the decision-making process occurs within your brain and body, and that helps you make better decisions to be healthier in your life and your diet and your you know, everything in your life. So the thread runs through the whole sweater, and I just would highly encourage you to mute TV commercials. Don't pay attention to, you know, advertising, even if you don't eat or drink or whatever these things. Just ignore them completely, because they're programming you. You know, it's called television programming for a reason. There's programming, and it's programming you. So the less you program yourself with those commercials and with that subliminal advertising, the easier it is to become more aware and mindful and make better decisions overall. And just become more intuitive with what's in need for your body, not what someone else says is a need for your body. Whether it's a health expert or a TV commercial or, you know, whatever it may be. So opt out, ignore the media, ignore advertising, and pay attention to the little signs and little things they're putting out there, and become more aware. And this is sort of like a game. Think of this like a game, as a practice, as an exercise to train your mind to recognize these things, to smell the BS, and be more mindful. So I'm going to show you these images below, or I'm going to show you these images right on the screen right now, and you can see the different sexual connotation and the sexual connection, because there's a lot of sexual connection with junk food, fast food, and it's really just completely the opposite. I mean, if you eat healthy and you drink plenty of water and you exercise and you sleep well, do all these things, then your sex life is healthy and enjoyable. When you're eating junk food and fast food and drinking soda and all this kind of stuff, your sex life is not going to be enjoyable. I mean, you know, it's like you need certain physiology to get into a state of sexual health and performance, so that alone is inhibited. And then to actually express and experiment and enjoy, I mean, come on, like really, it's just not gonna happen. So these different images and things I'm showing you, obviously all these companies, or most of them at least, are just completely, you know, ignore their products and their advertising completely, but it's just going to help you a lot. So hopefully you enjoyed these images, and leave your comments below. I'm sure you're going to laugh at a few of them, and maybe you have some other examples that you can leave in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for your time in watching this video. Hope you learned something from it in mindfulness, consciousness, and paying more attention to the subliminal advertising that comes into your environment. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. Like this video if you learned something, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a great day. Bye.